PEEPSONALITY live event. We've been doing these all throughout the holiday season, the Easter holiday season, and this is the very last one. So hi everyone, hi. My name is Dr. Maya Warren. I am an ice cream scientist. Oh my gosh, I know, crazy ice cream scientist, but more important than that, hello, we are making no-churn ice cream with one of my favorite treats, Peeps. Tell me, give me some hearts, give me some thumbs up if you love Peeps just as much as I do. Yes, Peeps lovers, indeed. Yes, I see all the hearts. Keep them coming. So excited to be here. I'm the final guest of the PEEPSONALITY Live series. So excited. If you all missed any of the previous recipes, don't forget you can go to PEEPSbrand.com. Again, that's PEEPSbrand.com to learn more, find out more, see all the things that you can do with your amazing, delicious Peeps. All right, so again, my name is Dr. Maya Warren. Today we are going to make no-churn, listen to this, no-churn Peeps Cotton Candy Flavored Marshmallow Ice Cream. Oh my gosh, like literally mind blown. Like first of all, Peeps, it's already in there. Cotton candy, it's in there. Marshmallow, it's in there. And ice cream, it's like, can you get any better than that? If you ask me, you can't really get any better than that. So again, I'm so excited to be here with you all. Today we are making, again, the no-churn Peeps Cotton Candy Marshmallow Flavored Peeps Ice Cream. But if you have other Peeps flavors that you really love, don't worry, you can always just substitute. So today I'm doing it with the cotton candy, but I also have the party cake. I'm not doing it with the party cake today, but you can if you want, or you can take any of your favorite Peeps flavors and yeah, literally have a field day because this is a super easy recipe and it's amazing and everyone can get involved. whether you are 85 years old or 5 years old, everyone can get involved. Everyone can have a blast doing this. So I can't wait to take you all on this journey. Feel free to send some questions. I'll try to get to them as they come in. Let me know what your favorite flavor of PEEPS marshmallow treats are. Let me know what your favorite flavor is. I'll try to see them as they come through. But yes, I am super, super, super excited to do this. So let's get started. So in order to make this PEEPS Cotton Candy marshmallow delicious no-churn ice cream, you first actually need to make sure that you take some heavy whipping cream, about a cup of heavy whipping cream. So take about a cup of heavy whipping cream and about 10 to 15 of your favorite PEEPS marshmallow treats. You can even, if you want, you can mix and match kind of different flavors. And you want to pour a cup of heavy whipping cream along with the 10 to 15 marshmallow treats, the chicks or the bunnies, you name it, and you want to put them on the stovetop and let them dissolve. And so that's what I've already done here. I put it on the stovetop, let it dissolve, and I let it sit in the refrigerator for about an hour. So I basically took 1 cup of my heavy whipping cream along with 10 to 15 of my sweet little bitty marshmallow cotton candy chicks. Yes, 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 they're so cute, they're so cute. And I let that simmer, and all the marshmallow chicks, or the PEEPS, were able to dissolve. And I did that to create a cotton candy flavored base, a marshmallow cotton candy flavored base. And so you need to do that before we actually get started. So I have we have the recipe up at peepsbrand.com, so you can find the recipe there. But don't forget, you have to do that step. I'm not doing that step in front of you all today because we just want to make sure. We really want to make sure that we get through all of this. But be careful, the marshmallows can get really hot, so you don't want it to boil. You just want to let it dissolve. And marshmallows dissolve very easily, so the PEEPS can dissolve really easily. So don't get it too high. Just let it kind of simmer and let it all dissolve, and then you'll end up with a beautiful mixture just like this. Again, I took a cup of my heavy whipping cream, so a cup of my heavy whipping cream with 10 to 15 of my PEEPS marshmallow chicks, and I let that dissolve, and then I put it in the refrigerator for about an hour to let it cool down, okay? But in addition to that, you're also going to need some sweetened condensed milk. So in no-churn ice cream world, we have to have sweetened condensed milk because it is so incredibly beautiful in terms of making the texture amazing and bringing some sweetness in. But because we have sweetness coming in from our beautiful chicks here, we don't need too much of the sweetened condensed milk. So I just have 3/4 of a cup of sweetened condensed milk, but you can also have a little bit less if you want. If you want a 1/2 cup, feel free to have a 1/2 cup of sweetened condensed milk. I then, of course, have some salt. I love adding salt to my ice cream because it really makes it pop. And with this marshmallow cotton candy PEEPS ice cream, it's really gonna pop. The salt is really gonna help that cotton candy flavor come through. And then, of course, I like to add a little bit of vanilla. So vanilla, I just have a teaspoon, just simple, a little teaspoon of vanilla. I love the way vanilla smells. It smells so good, but it really does help to enhance the flavor of the PEEPS, okay? So that's what you're gonna need in addition to the bowl that you have in the refrigerator, which is, of course, the bowl of your mixture, of your PEEPS Cotton Candy mixture, which I'm gonna call now my PEEPS Cotton Candy, my PEEPS Cotton Candy whipping cream, okay? So this is now my PEEPS Cotton Candy whipping cream. You're gonna need that in addition to the other items that I just went over. And then I'm gonna go over some other items later for our frosting that we're going to make. Don't worry about it now, I'm gonna go through it later. But first, I'm gonna get a large bowl and a spatula. So I'm gonna take my large bowl and my spatula, and I'm going to pour out my 3/4 of a cup of my sweetened condensed milk. 3/4 of a cup of my sweetened condensed milk. And don't forget, this brings in all that sugar. So look how viscous that is. Oh my gosh, I love it, I love it, I love it. It's super viscous, but it brings in so much sugar. And you may be wondering, why is she talking about viscosity? Well, believe it or not, I'm an ice cream scientist, you all. I absolutely love everything about ice cream, and I'm so happy to be joining the PEEPS brand team for this super exciting and last episode of PEEPSONALITY Live, where we've been doing all kind of amazing things with PEEPS this whole entire Easter holiday time. So thank you for making sure that you all are tuning in. All right, so I took 3/4 of a cup of my sweetened condensed milk, 3/4 of a cup of my sweetened condensed milk. I then, on top of that, am going to pour in 1 teaspoon of my vanilla extract directly on top of my sweetened condensed milk, 1 teaspoon of my vanilla extract directly on top of directly on top of my sweetened condensed milk. It's super, super, super delicious, super easy. All right, and then on top of my 3/4 of my sweetened condensed milk and my 1 teaspoon of my vanilla extract, I'm just going to add a pinch of salt, okay? I'm actually gonna add 2 because I really just love the way it pops. I'm just gonna add 2 pinches of my sea salt directly on top of there, okay? Directly on top. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mix this all together, okay? So I'm taking all of my ingredients that I just poured in my bowl to make my no-churn ice cream. So I've got sweetened condensed milk, I've got vanilla extract, and I have a pinch or 2 of sea salt, okay? And now I am mixing this all together. Oh, and I see Amanda says she can't wait to make this. Amanda Marie, it's so good, it's so good. I promise you, you have to make this. And if you have little ones around you, or if you're just a kid at heart, believe you me, everyone wants to join in on this because it's so much fun, it's so easy to make. And I mean, who doesn't love Peeps? Peeps is absolutely amazing. It's such a fun treat, and I love the fact that Peeps this year came out with so many different things. If you all have been following Peeps, they've come out with so many different things this year, and I cannot wait to see the new things they'll come out with, all right? So, again, in this bowl, I have 3/4 of a cup of my sweetened condensed milk. I've got 1 teaspoon of my vanilla extract and 1 teaspoon of, and 2 pinches of sea salt, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm simply just going to set this bowl aside, all right? So you see that? You see how beautiful this is? I'm just gonna set this bowl aside with my spatula, and I'm going to bring forward my other bowl with my heavy whipping cream, okay? So I've got a bowl here. This bowl has my Peeps that I've put on the stove top and let it dissolve, and then I put it in the refrigerator for about an hour. And then to this bowl, because it's not a lot of my whipped cream, I'm going to actually add 1.5 cups of my heavy whipping cream, more heavy whipping cream, okay? And then this is actually going to be the whipped cream portion. So we're going to make a Peeps whipped cream, okay? A Peeps Cotton Candy Peeps Cotton Candy Flavored Marshmallow whipping cream, all right? So we're gonna do that. In order to do that, I'm gonna pour into this bowl that I took out of the refrigerator, which basically was my Peeps, what's dissolved in my heavy whipping cream, and I'm going to pour in 1.5 cup of my other whipped cream, my very cold whipped cream, okay? And we need to do this because the whipped cream that we've just poured in brings in fat. Our ice cream, we love to have fat in our ice cream. It makes it super creamy, super delicious. And what we're gonna do is we are simply just going to whip this up. But before we do that, I like to add a little bit of coloring to mine. I really like to add coloring into my ice cream, especially for this because we want it to be vibrant, we want it to pop. So I'm just gonna take some rose pink food coloring. This is some gel food coloring. And I'm just gonna drop 2 drops in here. Let's see, 1, 2, there we go. Super easy, super simple. And then I'm going to bring forward my hand mixer. You can have a stand mixer or you can have a hand mixer, totally your choice. I use a hand mixer just because that's what I have, but you can also use a stand mixer. And basically all we're going to do is we are simply just going to whip this cream up into an absolutely amazing stiff peaks of whipped cream, all right? So what you're gonna do first is you're gonna put your paddles in your bowl, just like I have here, and then you're gonna ramp it up to the lowest setting just for like 3 seconds, and then you're gonna ramp it all the way up to the highest setting, and you are going to whip, whip, whip. You're going to whip so that you can get to amazing, stiff, beautiful peaks of your whipped cream. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about, so it's gonna get a little loud, but just bear with me. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about, and then I'm gonna go to the refrigerator and get exactly what I made earlier, okay? So don't forget, in this bowl, I have the Peeps Cotton Candy Marshmallow Flavored heavy whipping cream that we flavored earlier, followed by 1.5 cups of my cold, plain heavy whipping cream. Then I'm going to whip that all together to create my cotton candy base, okay? So here we go. So I'm just gonna turn it on really slowly at the beginning, and then I'm gonna ramp it up really high. And you can whip, we're gonna whip, whip, whip. You see those air bubbles? We're gonna keep whipping, this until it gets to beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stiff peaks. And what I mean by keep whipping, you're gonna see all these air bubbles. You see all these air bubbles in here? So these air bubbles are what we like to see because basically we're creating a foam. We're trapping air inside, okay? So we're gonna trap all this air inside so that we're able to create this beautiful textured whipped cream. And someone asked, how did I become an ice cream scientist? Oh my gosh, I went to school. I have a PhD in food science, and I studied ice cream for about 6.5 years. I love ice cream, but Peeps and ice cream is even better. And why is it whipping like that? It's whipping like that because we're adding air. You want to make sure you have air in the whipped cream, okay? So out comes the whipped cream that I made earlier. All right, so basically I have this in the beginning, and then I whipped it into this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pink, what I'm going to call my pink whipped cream, my pink Peeps whipped cream. And I'm going to show you all again what that looks like. Here we go. So you see it whipping? You see it's getting stiffer and stiffer? Awesome. All right, so it fluffed up indeed, and mine is not quite as stiff as I always like it to be, but that's okay. The Peeps do add in a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful taste and sugar, so sometimes it's not going to be quite as stiff as we want it to be, but that's okay because it's going to be perfect. I promise, I promise. So now what we're going to do, it's super simple, super easy. Oh, I'm making it with you. Yay, 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 yay. Answer my question. Lucille, I think you asked me a question. I didn't see it, so please ask me again. I can't see every single question coming through, so I do apologize. Please ask me the question again, and I will try to get to it, okay? So, for those of you who are still with me, remember what we did was that we took our, like 10 or 15 of our Peeps Cotton Candy Flavored Marshmallow Peeps, and I dissolved that into a cup of heavy whipping cream, and then I cooled that down. Then I added that cup of heavy whipping cream with 1.5 cups of my cold plain heavy whipping cream, and then I went to try to basically whip that up, okay? So that's the step that we're at now, and we are going to combine that with our sweetened condensed milk mixture that has our sweetened condensed milk. You have the sweetened condensed milk, we have the sea salt, and we have the vanilla extract, and I'm going to combine that all together, okay? So again, mine isn't quite as stiff as I would like it to be, but no problem. What we're going to do is we're going to take about 2 spatulafuls, just like I did here, and we are going to basically fold that into the sweetened condensed milk mixture, okay? So I took 2 spatulafuls of my whipped cream, my cotton candy whipped cream, and I am going to fold that into my sweetened condensed milk mixture just like I have here, okay? So I'm going to keep doing this. While I'm doing this, I am going to answer some questions, okay? So we have people saying Peeps are like my favorite candy. Yes, 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 yes. And yes, fold it in, y'all. Don't forget, fold it in, fold it in. So I'm going to keep folding this in until I get all of my whipped cream into my sweetened condensed milk mixture, okay? All right, people love the color. Yes, the color is absolutely beautiful. And I picked the pink, of course, because we've got the beautiful, beautiful chicks here. So we had to do that, okay? We have to do that. We have to do that. All right, so we're going to keep folding it in. So again, if you all have more questions, oh, you got the hot tamale Peeps. How are those? I haven't had those yet. Let me know how the hot tamale Peeps are. I would love, love, love to try them. I definitely have to try them. And we are actually making, Patrick, we're making Peeps ice cream. That's what we're doing. We're making No-Churn Peeps ice cream right now, which is absolutely going to be amazing, amazing. No-Churn ice cream is so much fun, and combining it with Peeps is actually even better. All right. So here we go. We're continue to fold this in, and the cotton candy marshmallow flavored Peeps are in here because we dissolved them in the heavy whipping cream earlier, and it's absolutely, absolutely going to be delicious. And it literally tastes like cotton candy combined with marshmallows and in ice cream form, which makes it even better, but I promise you it's absolutely delicious. So we're gonna keep folding this in, keep folding this in. Got a little bit more to go here. Keep folding it in. All right, and the recipe that we're doing today makes about 2.5 pints of ice cream. So if you think about a pint of ice cream, the recipe that we're making today makes about 2.5 pints of ice cream, okay? So it makes quite a bit of ice cream. So don't forget to make sure you have a large enough container. It makes about 40 fluid ounces of ice cream, so you have a large enough container to hold all of that, okay? All right, so as we continue to fold this in, I am so excited. People cannot wait to make this with their family. Bridget, you're going to love it. It's super easy, super delicious, and I mean, it brings in Peeps and ice cream. Like I said, you really can't go wrong with that. So again, I'm folding this in, and if you want it a little less sweet, you can always lessen the sweetened condensed milk. So I added 3/4 of a cup, but you can always go down to a 1/2 cup if you want it a little less sweet. Just because you want to make sure that you don't want it to be too sweet, but believe you me, the sweetness really does. It's what Peeps is all about. It's nostalgic. We love it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to continue doing this. I'm going to pour in the remainder of what I have here. There we go. I'm going to pour in the remainder of what I have. And then I'm going to continue to fold this in. And this is going to be our base, okay? This is going to be our base for our ice cream. So this is going to be our PEEPS Cotton Candy Flavored Marshmallow Ice Cream Base, okay? That we've colored pink. We've added our sweetened condensed milk to it. All right, so this is going to be our ice cream base, and I folded all of that in. And what I'm going to do is I'm simply just going to set this aside, okay? So you all can see this. The color is absolutely amazing. You see how beautiful that color is? Ah, you see that? Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to set this aside, and then I'm going to bring forward another bowl, okay? Because we're actually going to be making, I'm going to bring forward another bowl because we're actually going to be making a whipped frosting, okay? So I've actually pre-made the frosting because I know that I only had a certain amount of time with you all today, so I actually pre-made the frosting. But all you're going to do is you are going to take a cup, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, so another cup, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, and to that cup you're going to add 1 cup of powdered sugar, and like I did, some blue food coloring, and let me show you all what you're going to get. You're going to get this beautiful, 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 absolutely gorgeous blue frosting, all right? So we're making an ice cream that has the ice cream base. We're also going to add a beautiful blue frosting to it that you can use as what we call in the ice cream world a variegate. So you're going to put that into a sandwich bag like I have here. I've got a sandwich bag in a cup here. And what I'm going to do, it's a simple little trick for those of you who are into baking at home. Really simple. I'm going to take my frosting. This is again my blue frosting that I made earlier, and the blue frosting totally optional, but I like to add it because it really does just make it more fun, even more fun, and it really helps to boost the flavor. So I'm going to add in to my sandwich bag the blue frosting that I made. Again, this blue frosting is 1 cup of heavy whipping cream along with 1 cup of powdered sugar, okay? And then I just dyed it blue, and then I just whipped it up. So super simple, super easy. And the reason why I use the cup is because it makes it a lot less messy. You see how easy this is? Ah, yes, makes it super easy to put into like your own piping bag, all right? So that's what I did here. I'm gonna put a little bit more in because I've got a little bit more left in my bowl. And this is going to be part of our ice cream that we're gonna call our variegate, okay? So this is our frosting that we made, and I just dyed it blue. And I'm going to set this bowl aside, and I'm going to take my sandwich bag, and I'm just going to close it just like I'm doing here. And then I'm just going to set this aside. I'm going to put a hole in it right here, just a tiny hole, not too big, and then I'm going to set it aside and bring forward the bowl that I'm going to freeze in, okay? So we're going to freeze in a container that you're going to end up putting in your freezer for about 5 hours. So since we're making no-churn ice cream, no-churn ice cream is really simple, but you have to let it freeze. The hardest part of the no-churn ice cream process is being patient enough to let it freeze, okay? That is one of the most challenging things with no-churn ice cream. And the thing is that we're gonna layer this, and we're gonna put layers of our frosting in here with layers of our ice cream base, and then we are going to have amazing, 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 beautiful no-churn cotton candy flavored marshmallow ice cream. It's going to be amazing. So what we're going to do, let me just put a small hole in this bag, just like this. All right, small hole in the bag. And what we're going to do, there we go. What we're going to do is we're going to bring forward our bowl that has our ice cream base. So remember the pink ice cream base that we just made, and we just folded the whipped cream along with our sweetened condensed milk. So we folded that all into this bowl. Let me move some of this stuff out the way so you all can see me with no problem. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start layering it all into this container to make our final ice cream product, okay? So what I'm gonna do Make sure you all can see me. There we go. I'm going to take some ladlefuls of my ice cream base, okay? And I'm just going to put a ladleful down at the bottom. There we go. Just a thin layer at the bottom so it coats the bottom of the container, just like that. Super thin layer. Then I'm going to follow that, simply follow that by my frosting. So you all see I'm making the frosting pattern here. Ah, so cute. Look at it, guys. Look at it. Ah, so cute. So I'm going to continue to layer this in. And at this point, if you wanted to add more inclusions, maybe you want to add more peeps to the ice cream, or maybe you want to add, maybe you even want to add some other type of inclusions to your cotton candy ice cream, you can do that, all right? The container that I'm using is actually 40 fluid, is about 40 fluid ounces, actually a little bit more, probably about 60 fluid ounces in size. And so I'm using this container, and it doesn't fill it up all the way, but my product makes about 40 fluid ounces of product, okay? So I'm going to continue to layer this in, and I know we have some questions. So I saw a question that came in and asked, the question asked, can you do this non-dairy? You actually can. So you can use coconut cream if you wanted to instead of dairy milk or dairy cream. You can use a coconut base if you wanted to, and that can bring in the non-dairy component. The coconut behaves similarly to milk fat, so you want to use something that has a little bit of fat so it can whip up properly, okay? All right, so here we go, here we go. Try the cake peeps. Yes, I have the party cake peeps here. They are absolutely amazing. There's someone that I know named Deb who loves these. I'm pretty sure these are her favorite. So here we go. We're going to continue to layer this in, just like I'm doing here. And feel free to bring in more questions if you all have them. So I'm going to continue to put in my frosting layer. And you can add as little or as much frosting as you want. Literally, ice cream's a blank canvas. You can do whatever you want to do with it. I decided to make mine blue. You can make yours purple or green or orange or whatever color you want. And I'm going to continue to layer this in until we literally get to the top and where we have a layer of just our frosting at the top. And that's going to be the finishing touch to the ice cream that you're then going to put in the freezer. You're going to put the ice cream in the freezer for about 5 hours to let it harden, okay? That's the hardest part of this whole entire process, is letting the ice cream harden, because if you're like me, you get a little impatient and you just cannot wait that long, but sometimes you just have to wait. I promise you the taste is totally worth the wait, and it's super fun, super easy. And again, if you have peeps that are left over, use them. You got to use them. Don't let them just sit there. You got to use them. So if you want to make a new creation, super fun ice cream, or some other items, don't forget to go to PEEPSbrand.com and find out the other recipes that we've made during PEEPSONALITY Live, a series this past basically kind of like month and a half. There's all different kind of recipes out there that people have done that you can do with Peeps. So don't forget and go and check it out. All right, so we're going to do the last layer here of my ice cream base. I'm pouring it in, and I'm going to follow that by my layer of frosting, and then I'm going to show you all exactly what the finished product looks like for you all to make at home yourself. You can eat, and don't forget, when you make this, don't forget to go and take photos and tag at Peeps Brand so that we can see the photos, so we can see you all in all of its glory, you eating the amazing ice cream, the No-Churn ice cream way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of my frosting that I have here, and I'm going to pipe more of it in to create my final layer. Again, I like to have the top layer be my ice cream inclusion, which is, in this case, the frosting variegate, because I love when I open ice cream for it to be beautiful. All right, so I'm just going back and forth, kind of like decorating an Easter egg here with the lines. And this is my top layer. And I'm gonna get a napkin before I put my lid on. Here we go. I'm gonna wipe off what a little bit of a mess here, but no problem. And I'm gonna show you all what this looks like. You see that? Oh, I'm stuck on, there we go. You see this? It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And can you believe that in about 5 hours, this will indeed become ice cream? It is absolutely amazing. It's delicious. And oh, people are saying, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It is. And you too can make this. It's super simple, super easy. And I love this. I love using the clear glass containers because you can look inside. You can see inside. You can see exactly what your product looks like. But it's absolutely beautiful. Think about how much fun you'll have making this. And it's really beautiful, but believe you me, it tastes even better. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a lid, just like I have here. I'm going to put a lid on this. And then I'm going to stick it in the freezer for about 5 hours, okay? I'm going to stick it in the freezer for about 5 hours. With the 5 hours, you're going to let it harden because, again, this is no-churn ice cream. So you want to let it harden. Once it hardens, you're going to take it out of the freezer. You are going to put it on the counter maybe for about 5 minutes or so. Let it soften just a little bit because we don't have a ton of air in this product, and air is actually what makes ice cream soft. It kind of makes ice cream a bit more scoopable. Otherwise, ice cream, if we didn't have air, it'll be hard as a rock, okay? So we're going to put this in the freezer, and when we take it out of the freezer in about 5 hours, don't forget, let it sit on the counter to let it soften just a little bit so it's easier to scoop. And I'm going to show you all what your final product is going to look like, and I'm going to taste it because, hello, I made absolutely delicious no-churn cotton candy PEEPS marshmallow flavored ice cream. It's so incredibly good. All right, enough talking, Maya. I'm going to put this in the freezer. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm putting this in the freezer. Okay, and now I have one that I made earlier. Look at this. It's so delicious. It's so easy. And believe it or not, this is ice cream. You do not have to have an ice cream maker. You do not have to have an ice cream maker at home to make this, okay? You can make no-churn ice cream with no problem, okay? All right. Yes, so I have another question. If I could have put PEEPS in here instead of melting them all the way, you could put some PEEPS in the ice cream. They do get a little hard in the ice cream, so I would recommend, if you want, you just need to break it up, okay? Actually, I'll show you all that just because the ice cream is not hard yet and I can get it out of the freezer. So I'll show you all that. All right, let me take it back out of the freezer just to show you all. So I had a question on if we could put PEEPS in here. You can put PEEPS in here, but what I would recommend is making sure you take your adorable, adorable, adorable little chicks or bunnies, whichever one you want, and you're going to break it up into small pieces. You see how small this piece is? And then you can layer it in here. And the reason why I say do it very small pieces is because the PEEPS do get a little hard, and we don't want anyone to, for it to be too hard to bite into, okay? So you can put them in there, but again, I would not put just a whole PEEPS. I would definitely break it up just like I'm doing here. And so I'll continue to do this and I'll show you all what that looks like. And then also when you're eating it, you can also put some PEEPS on the side so you can eat it with your fresh PEEPS too if you wanted to. If you don't want them frozen, you can eat it with the fresh PEEPS as well, okay? So I'm going to continue to do this. And this is just one PEEPS, that one PEEP that is literally going a long way. So I'm going to continue to layer this in here. It's getting a little sticky, no problem. I'm going to continue to layer this in here, and then this is going to become the top of the ice cream. But again, you could have put this throughout the ice cream if you wanted to as well. All right? So instead of melting them in there, you're not going to get quite as much cotton candy flavor if you don't melt it. So the benefit of melting the PEEPS into the whipped cream is that you get a lot of the cotton candy flavor coming through. And that's what I loved about this recipe, is having that cotton candy flavor coming through. It's wow in the mouth. It's literally a kid in the candy store or a kid in the PEEPS ice cream store. That's what it is. It's a party in the mouth. It makes your taste buds dance, dance, dance. And I really wanted to highlight what you could do with your favorite flavored PEEPS and making sure that we would get all the flavor in there. So that's why I melted it. You don't have to. You can do what I just did. I just put little pieces. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. So cute, so cute. So you can do this as well. I'm going to take a little bit more frosting because I kind of messed up my design over here. I'm going to take a little bit more frosting and put it across. And then this now can become a different version of the ice cream that I made earlier. But again, ice cream is a blank canvas. You can do anything and everything that your heart desires with it because it's a blank canvas. You can make it taste like any flavored PEEPS you want, and that is the true, true, true beauty of what you can do with no-churn ice cream. And when you have your favorite flavored Peeps, you can do anything and everything that your heart desires. And this recipe is so easy to make. Your whole entire family can make it, or if you're like me, you can make it for yourself. If you're like me, you can make it for yourself. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the lid back on. I'm gonna put it in the freezer. Again, this is gonna sit in the freezer for about 5 hours. You're gonna take it out, let it sit on the counter so that it is soft enough to scoop. Maybe sit on the counter for about 5 to 7 minutes, and you're going to get absolutely beautiful. Wow, look at this. Doesn't this look amazing? Give me some hearts, you all. Give me some hearts. Doesn't this look amazing? It looks amazing, amazing, amazing. So I'm going to take some scoops of this. So you see we have the pink cotton candy base. Then we have the blue frosting variegated that we have throughout. It's so easy, it's so simple. And it's so good. Don't forget to grab the ingredients. Check out what other things that we have on PEEPSbrand.com, other things you can do with your favorite flavored Peeps. Go ahead and get the ingredients and make your no-churn ice cream. No-churn ice cream is absolutely delicious, absolutely amazing, and give yourself a treat. Give yourself a treat with Peeps. It's a great way to be able to spend the weekend with family and friends. And yes, again, thank you all for having me. Let's dance it out. So sorry for the audio. I did not know you all could not hear me. Let's dance it out. I'm gonna eat some more of this. I'm gonna put this away, and can't wait to see you all make your own. And don't forget to tag at PEEPS Brand on Instagram so that you all can be featured in the stories and we can share the love of everything that we are doing. All right, so thank you. I'm glad you all enjoyed it, and we are going to dance it out. Here we go. Thank you again so much, everyone, for joining. This was a ton of fun. We are going to dance it out and have a great rest of the week. And don't forget, enjoy your Peeps. everything we have going on. It's absolutely amazing. And it'll put a smile on your face and it'll warm your heart. Thank you all for joining and stay safe. See you all next time. Bye.